Hey everybody, this is Max Farrow. It's DexTrader.com. Today is September 18th, 2018, and this is Trading with Max. Okay, everybody, a lot of stuff is going on this morning. Now listen, this little segment here is really about a restart, okay? A couple of weeks ago, I started doing Trading with Max, doing the 5-minute signal system. But what I found was that the more that I tried to record everything and keep everything going, with trying to trade and keep everything copacetic with the process, the more distracted I was getting with trying to record everything. So I have plenty of people that are having great success with the 5-minute system, and I'll be showing those in the update videos that we'll be putting out. But I wanted to create this Trading with Max in a little bit different format, and this is called the dailies. The daily signals are very, very strong, and they've always have been, and I can't believe that I steered away from them to try to do anything else. The simplicity of these is that you don't even really need a chart. If you wanted to get more engrossed in doing chart reading and all that, we got stuff for that. But if you just want to have like a 1-a-day, 2-a-day trade system, this is it, man. And it is strong. And what I mean by strong is that we're not looking for all these signals to turn into trades, right? Even we've got these great success rates here. We use a process called immersion trading, which means that over a period of time, the price levels in an increasing rise, we set two levels. We set a high and a low for a particular time period. If the price goes past that high, we call this a buy trade, and we use this price line as the guide of the open price, okay? This price right here. So the USD/CHF in a buy position pierced the top level of a period of time that happened with the trades, okay? So, and then it started to pierce that line. Once it's immersed past that line, we get a good clear indication that this is going to be going in this direction and will not touch this line. Now, sometimes it pulls back and goes off. So that's good, because what we do is we put a working order on here at Nadex at this level. Simple, right? Good. This morning, I started the series off. I didn't record. I should have recorded, but let me show you what was won this morning. And again, there was roughly about 10 trades that came up, as you can kind of see. And because I'm only using $1,000 in my account, I picked what I felt was the best one. I could do 2 trades on at one time, and that's fine, okay? But the 2 that I really picked when they came out was the AUD/USD, and I think it was the Great Britain Pound JPY. JPY never filled, okay? Because we ended up finishing off really strong. But the AUD/USD filled, and I'll show you that here. Here's my live account. I started with $1,000 this morning. We ended up winning that trade. Transactions, and you can kind of see that here. Right there, okay? Now, as you can kind of see, I bought it, got in at 9:02. I actually set the working order about 8:30. And it took about a half hour. Now, I never even touched this thing and didn't even know I won until I came back at 11:05 to have a look, okay? And simply enough, won my 25 bucks. I set it at $25 profit margin, so therefore, I could kind of stay in that range. If I go for 30, it might have to move a little bit closer to being out of the money to get filled, but at the 25 level, I seem to be getting filled pretty good on the live system. Now, if it was demo, I'd probably get filled at 30, maybe even 35, at the same level it would take to get to 25 here. Okay, that's the kind of little bit of difference between demo and live. Excuse me. So we started off this morning doing that. Signals came off, and as you can see, that's a real signal. That's not some like I choked up or did anything else. I just used straight out of the box. Look, AUD/USD 7220 on the sell, and look at this right here, 7220. The zero is missing there, of course, because it doesn't validate it, and it finished out at 7207. So about 12.9 pips in the positive. So great, easy, easy, easy. And you can kind of see we have a great success rate, large success rate. Okay, so even if it does only fill about 30% of the time, it still has a 96% success rate. Now, the Euro JPY, I'm putting this one on now, 131.40, because I know it has a 100% success rate, right? So I'm going to come in here, and it's forced binaries. I'm going to go to the Euro JPY. I'm going to go to the 3 p.m. And this is how easy it is. You know, Euro, Great Britain, pounds on board. It's not, nothing's bought in yet. What was that number again? It's 131.40 on the sell. 131.40 on the sell. I'm putting that one on. And that one's in for 25 in place order. Now, it's something on like this, even though I have a couple extra bucks in there, I might even just put in the extra one here for me this morning because I'm ahead of the game there. Now, I've already revamped my system. I know how well it works. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for my Euro JPY because I know that there's a tremendous amount of power. And since I'm not really going to go after too many other ones that are on the Euro, because I'm working with the working order on the Euro, Great Britain pound, Euro JPY. I wouldn't do the Euro USD, but I would look at the USD CHF at 9,600. Let's go look at that one. USD CHF 9,600, 3 p.m. There's 9,600. We're about 2 deviations up from it already, so I'm not really. It's about 38 pips out. I could put another one on for that, and again. This one would be at 75. That is a buy, right? Yep, it is a buy. And I like that because we got the correlation between the USD. One's a buy, one's a sell. So that's good. Put that in there like that and close. That's about it. That's all I'm going to do. That's my day. I get about $300 in reserved. I don't think they'll all take in. For them to all to be able to lose, a lot has to happen. So that's basically it. I'll come back right around 3 o'clock, 3:05, somewhere in that area. We'll watch it tick down together maybe. I don't usually like doing that because kind of gets my heart racing and I don't want to be on blood pressure medicine. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody. So great news. We won a couple of them. All right. So here's what's happened. You know, I really do want to sit around all day long and record sessions for you all day long, but I can't do that. So you're going to have to kind of get it post production here, you know, from what happened. But I'm going to break it all down and show you what would actually physically happen. Okay, so first and foremost, we won basically. Well, every single signal that came over did win this afternoon. And looking at the percentage rates, because remember, I had a couple of trades on. I had the Euro JPY on at 131.40 because it's sitting at 100%. Why not? Why not be like practical and say, hey, if they want every single one, if it pulls back to that, it only fills 30% of the time, then okay, I get it. I'm going to take the chance, right? But something else happened, right? The product started to come back. The Euro JPY, I didn't think it was going to come back to the 131.40, okay, because it just had too much momentum on it. But it got to 131.10, and I knew that a 20 pip increment, because remember, the pairs jump up 20 pip increments as they go, okay? So what ended up happening is that I quickly came in and I looked at the next statement down, okay? Because remember, I wanted to be below 131.20, okay, or 130.20, or was it? Yeah, 131.20. Yeah, that's what I wanted to be below. I originally wanted to be below 131.40, which the signal pushes out, 131.40, right? But it wasn't going to get close to that. So I had to check, could the data show me, you know, if they win 100% of the time here, right, on this one, not every single one, but the last 100 trades, it's won 100%, right? All I need to do is isolate the variable here. And I'm looking for the Euro JPY. And I'm looking for a sell on the sell side. There wasn't a lot of data, but there was enough for me to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 times it won over the last couple of days, last week, every time it's played, it's won more than 20 pips. So then I said, let me push it on the buy side too and see. And 100% of the time, it's been above 20 pips. So on a pair that's won over the last 100 times, 100% of the time, and with 20 pips or more, guess what? I decided to go and do a choke up and put a working order on. Now, I put the working order on. I'm going to show you here right now. Got the history, do the transactions, do the view history. I'm going to pull this down so you see it's a live account. It's real money. Okay, 131.20. Okay, now I put the working order on right around, I'd say, 2:15. Okay, and got this buy-in about, about 22 minutes before the top of the hour. right before they expire. So 22 minutes it sat and did a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I didn't even look at it because I can't look at these. If I sit and look at these, I go nutsoid, right? I start triple guessing myself whether or not I should even be in. But with those kind of numbers, 100% on that Euro JPY, yeah, hell yeah, all right? So I also got in for 2 contracts because my incremental crawl desires me to do so now, and I'm doing trades now at 2 contracts on these particular ones. So we got in for 25 bucks, which means we made 50, actually about 46 bucks total after fees. But what a morning. This is all just from today. Okay, so this comes out to be about a $70, $69 day just right now. Now remember, CVG, guys, right? Consistency plus volume equals goal. I only traded twice today, and I only put about maybe 10, 15 minutes worth of actual physical time on. You know, a little bit more with making this video. But everything else, holy crap, not too bad, right? If I was up to my 10 contracts today, I would have made 690 bucks today. That's what I would have won. Huge. Big day, right? I hope so. Hey, smash the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if you just found this by accident, subscribe to the channel. But also, come over to dextrader.com, click on the Get Started button, and get your ass started. I'm serious, because if you're not working with numbers, and look, I didn't even use an effing chart yet. Okay? This is just a set and forget process. It's simple. I use this particular spreadsheet that has, and listen, I made the spreadsheet, but I didn't make the spreadsheet today. This is something that happens every single day. 6 times a day. 6 times. If you can't find some signals in here to use, just trying to find 1 or 2 average a day, and you may not find a trade in a day in your time period. Maybe you got to be at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, okay? And you may not find a trade at that time, but you'll find one the next day. So not every single day you're going to get exactly 1 trade or 2 trades or 10 trades or what have you. So don't be fooled. This is about the numbers. We're looking to get as many consistent wins as possible. And at the end of every month, we validate that process. And if we can validate it well enough that, you know, this is going to be what I can stick my teeth into, then I'm just going to add volume, right? Where you've seen I went from 1 contract to 2 contracts, right? And then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and so forth. But only once I validate consistency. My name is Max Farrell. This is DexTrader.com. Make sure you get on board and get started with us. I look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well.